Hey guys, today's workout is the Shred Full Bod 1. It's a resistance workout that will work all your muscle groups for a nice balanced workout. There are 8 exercises in total with a timing of 40 seconds work and 20 seconds rest for a total of 4 rounds. And if you haven't already, make sure you guys warm up first. This is an example of the kind of warm up that you want to do before this workout. Just make sure all your muscle groups are nice and warm and have gone through their full range of motion before you start. All right guys, here's one full round of the workout. First up, we've got a goblet squat. You're going to hold that weight in front of your body. You're going to make sure that your feet are at least shoulder width apart. You're going to turn those toes out on a slight angle. Make sure our knees are tracking along the lines of our toes and that our knees are not caving in as we go down for our squat. We're going to take those glutes down as low to the ground as we possibly can. We're going to make sure that our back muscles are pulled nice and tightly behind us as well, and we're not rounding over. Next, we have deadlifts. Our feet are shoulder width apart, toes are pointing forwards. We're going to hold that weight in front of our body, and we're just going to hinge at the hips, keeping our legs nice and straight. Again, we want to make sure that our back muscles are pulled back, shoulder blades are together, and we're not rounding over through our back as we go down. Next, we have a shoulder press. We're going to hold that weight in front of our chest. We're going to take it above our head, but we're going to make sure that that weight stays in our center line. Our center line is generally over the midfoot part of our foot. So we just want to make sure that we're not leaning too far back as we go up, and we're not too far forward as well. While we're doing our shoulder press, we're going to make sure our knees are nice and soft, even at the top point, and that we're not locking any of our joints out. We want to make them nice and soft. We want to press up into that weight. We don't want to yank through our joints. We want to make sure that our core is also switched on nice and tight. Okay, we're going to work the sides of our shoulders now. So we're going to take those weights in our hands. We're going to move our arms directly out beside us. In this exercise, you won't need very heavy weights as this muscle group is quite small. And we're just going to bring those weights up to around about shoulder height, nice and gently lifting them up, and then nice and gently lowering them back down, making sure that we're using our muscle to lift and we're using our muscle to lower down as well. We're going to go down into a renegade row. So holding a nice, strong plank position. Our abs are switched on and our butt is pretty much in line with our shoulders. We need it low enough that that core has been switched on and not too high in the air. While we're in that plank position, we are going to have some weights in our hands, or you can choose not to have the weights in your hand. We're just going to lift and row our elbow up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to place it back down. When you row, just give your back muscles a bit of a squeeze, and then place the weight back down nice and gently. We're going into mountain climber next. So we're back into that plank position. Our shoulders are over the top of our hands, as they always are in that plank position. We're going to draw our knees towards our elbows, and we're going to make sure that our core is nice and tight. We also want to make sure that our hips do not twist around. We want to keep them parallel to the ground. Rolling over and into a sit-up position. So our back is going to be flat against the ground. We're going to hold that weight in front of our body. We're going to go into a sit-up press. So as we lift up with our abdominal muscles, we're going to press that weight up above our head. As you lift up, I want you to pull that belly button into your spine. Keep everything nice and tight. We don't want to push those abs out. We want to pull them in. We're going to press that weight above our head. We're going to make sure our shoulders aren't taken out of their joints. So keep them in your normal range of motion. And then we're going to bring that plate back down to our chest, lowering ourselves down with our abdominals. Rolling back over into a push-up position. So we've got our shoulders over the top of our hands. When we're going to take our chest down to the ground, we want to make sure that our elbows are not going directly out to the sides in line with our shoulders. We want to pull them back onto about a 45-degree angle where our triceps are engaged a little bit more here. We're going to focus on our chest muscles. We're going to take that chest down to the ground, and then we're going to press back up using our chest muscles. If you need to, you can go down onto your knees and do this. And if you're still not able to get your chest to the ground in this position, I want you to bring your knees all the way in underneath your hips. You're going to push yourself forward and take your forehead to the ground. And that's the workout. Repeat for 4 rounds in total.